am going to a Friendsgiving, so I figured why not go ahead and, I don't know, talk about our feelings while I do my makeup. You know, it's the holidays basically, and that can bring up a lot of feelings for a lot of people. So I think it's important to set boundaries during this time. I've realized that over the years, every time I go to a family function, I end up regretting it because my family is not, they just aren't. It's giving judgment. It's giving you're the black sheep and you're never going to not be the black sheep. Important to remember that, like, you are important. You're more important than your family's opinion. It's selfish to say that, but shit, it's okay to be selfish. You don't want to go to a family function? Don't. If you only want to go to a family function to fight your cousin like I do, then I definitely support that, as long as you have a getaway plan. Realize that saying no to family and friends in the holidays is really hard because there's all this guilt surrounding it. Like, it doesn't matter. What matters is you. Your peace. Being a unicorn is learning to be unapologetically you. And if being unapologetically you means, like, you don't want to actually spend the holidays with your family, that is okay, and you shouldn't have to. Like I have done over the years, is create my own holiday traditions. For example, I used to live near a Golden Corral, so I would get my Thanksgiving dinner from Golden Corral. Whoever is a makeup guru in this group and is slowly judging me for what I'm doing to my face, trust the process. It's what I'm doing, and it's going to look flawless when I'm done, so just wait for it. And instead of sitting, like, at home sad, not getting that beautiful, beautiful, like, Thanksgiving meal, the potatoes, the stuffing, because for me it's all the sides, to say, I would watch musicals while getting drunk. Does that sound slightly depressing? Maybe. But I had a blast because I was in the comfort of my own home. I had a good meal. No one making me feel like I didn't belong in my own fucking family. And I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. I think it's really awful that people feel like they have to do anything just to make their families happy. But, you know, maybe they don't deserve it. You know, in this day and age, the unicorn era, as I'm calling it, we're growing, glowing, and thriving. And that doesn't include being made to feel bad about ourselves because of others. Now, what's one of the main things that we have to worry about when we go out for Thanksgiving? What are we going to wear, right? Because we are going to eat ourselves stupid with all kinds of food. Am I going to be able to fit in that outfit or not? See, oh my god, that's too dumb. Trust the process, okay? That's what I'm going to be wearing. The stretchiest leggings I have in my fucking closet. So, there's my tips for what to wear. Something comfy, definitely leggings, no white. Because you're going to be dropping the gravies, the cranberry sauce. And it's a good time for black. It's a good time to wear red, but definitely no white. Conversation starters. If you're deciding to go to your families and it's really just not it, and you don't really get along with your family and make you feel bad about yourself, you could always go the super chaotic route, like I'm about to do with my eyebrows. Again, trust the process. It's gonna look crazy. Okay, if you're doing you and you're doing what makes you happy and it's healthy, then fuck them. So if you're really reached that, like, I don't give a fuck about you, then I think this holiday season, you should go into family functions with the knowledge that you're going to create pure fucking chaos. I support it 100%. Is that the most live, love, life, fucking positivity thing? No, but I still support it. Asking yourself this moment out, what do you mean go fucking crazy, just pure chaos? Like, how am I supposed to do that with my family? Are you telling me to punch my grandma? Not necessarily. But what I'm saying is use your words. You know, we all have family secrets, right? Everyone in the family has shit that, like, everyone knows, but no one talks about. Maybe your uncle is having a little side piece. Your mom has been having a little problem with Amazon packages, and it's getting kind of serious, right? You bring that shit up. You know, you don't ever do it first. You wait for somebody else to start on you. You know, we are full of grace here at Unapologetically Unicorn. Do not strike first. I give you full permission to finish it. Drop that dirty little secret that everyone knows. Example from my own pastime. And for some unknown reason, my cousin has always been mean and jealous to me. You know, be the bigger person, they say. Like, just let her do her, don't say anything. And she has a little secret that everybody in the family knows, but for some unknown reason, we aren't allowed to talk about it. Everyone can judge me and, you know, being a stripper, you know, not having kids, not getting married. My cousin had a baby with her cousin. You heard that right. The type of person to call me like a hoe straight out, but she'd find some snarky way to do it. You know what I mean? She'd be like, oh, like, why do you always gotta be dressed up like that? Like, it's not that serious. And I'm gonna be like, oh, it's probably the same reason why you felt the need to fuck your cousin. Fuck your cousin. If I get kicked out of the family function for calling my cunt cousin out, that's okay. In fact, I'm prepared for that. If you're in your villain area and you're starting to create boundaries and you're not really sure how to do that, like the love and light type of way, I excuse you to let the anger come in a little bit. When you're first creating boundaries, it's really, really, really fucking hard to, you know, control that without either going on one side of the map to the other. Like, either you're kind of getting too mad about the situation, or you go into like freeze mode and you don't stand up for yourself. So like, if you're coming to the other side of the map and you're getting too angry, but like really it's just you creating boundaries, don't feel bad for standing up for yourself, even if you kind of are a bitch in the process. Like, it's a process, just like these fucking eyebrows. Sometimes you just have to walk away. You can always come back, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk away from my eyebrows right now and come back to them, because take a breath, relax, focus on something else, and then you can always come back to it. Like cussing your family members out at Thanksgiving. If you're not ready to do that, or that's just not your plan in life, that's totally fine. You could always do it later. post a lot of healing and positivity to this page, but don't get it twisted. I am a petty bitch, okay? So you're allowed to be both. You're allowed to be love and light and also a petty bitch when you want to, okay? Two things can be true at the same time. You can't talk to me like that. Maybe you're not in a situation where you can fully tell your aunt to fuck you when she says something about how much you're eating this year. I encourage you to look at them like they're dumb. Someone makes a comment that you don't like, you don't have to full on like cuss them out, you know, tap them to the ground. Just look at them like they're stupid. And don't say anything else. That's all you have to do is just be like, are you okay? Making fun of other people, other women, tearing other women down is so 2008. Then just walk away. I support it. Sometimes it's impossible to say anything at all. Sometimes you get that choked up feeling in your throat where, you know, it feels like you can't swallow. And I encourage you to just walk the fuck away. Like, people think that you're stuck in that conversation, that you have to stay there because it's polite. Do not be polite. We can be kind, we can be nice, we can have empathy, but we are not being polite for the fucking sake of others' comfort anymore. We're not doing it. So if someone flip your hair as you go, make a dramatic exit. But whatever you do, set your boundaries. You can tell I have now mascara all over my eyelids. And what am I going to say? What tip do I fucking have for this? That's right. Erase it with concealer. So one of my favorite things is glitter. Are you surprised? A unicorn who loves glitter? I'm not. Dollar store makeup, doesn't matter if it's Sephora. I promise you, all you really need is a good fucking primer. And that dollar store here, NYX glitter primer. This shit, oh, this is what they do in the videos, right? I definitely encourage everyone to get you a good primer. And so that way you don't have to worry about if your makeup, you know, is shitty or not. I've had this one eyeshadow palette for fucking years. I'm here. We bougie on a budget over here. It's gonna look nice, even though it's absolute trash. Like, I should be embarrassed of like how old this is, but I'm not. Because that's part of being unapologetically a unicorn. You do you, boo-boo, and everyone else can just literally go fuck themselves. As long as you're doing what makes you happy and it's healthy, I must stress, it has to be healthy, okay? That's all that matters. Damn. I know, guys, I should probably just get some different eyeshadow, but I spend my money on food. When I have extra money to spoil myself, I do so on food, not makeup. So that's my choice. If you're not really truly ready to physically fight your family members, physically or, you know, verbally, then you could always do it very pettily by looking fucking fabulous. Let everyone know you are that fucking bitch. If it was ever a question, like, you may be the black sheep, but guess what? You were also that bitch. And they're not going to forget it. They're going to talk shit about you anyway. So I also think it's pretty important for people to realize that family is not who you're born into, you know? Like, if your friends are there for you and they support you and they love you truly, then bitch, that is your family. Like, if you don't want to go to your families and feel like shit, if that's the type of situation that you're in, but you also don't want to be like stuck at home by yourself and then have to look on Facebook or with all their families and they all look so happy, and that's when I get depressed. I'm like, oh, I forgot what I was missing. I was okay until I realized I was actually missing that love and connection with a healthy family. But you can make that love and connection with your own quote unquote family, with the family that you chose. So get together with some of your friends. I'm sure you're not the, oh my God, that's way too dark, guys. Abort. It's too late. It's too late to abort now. Get together with some of your friends, ask around. I'm pretty sure you're not the only one who probably has a weird family situation. See if anyone wants to like do a sleepover or do a dinner or, you know, watch a movie together and just spend that day like hanging out as if it was any other day. That's also like a huge tip. Try to treat it like any other day. Do something kind of like, you know, normal but special for you. You know, take a really nice bubble bath with the candles and, you know, the music and everything else. Like, take care of yourself. But like, remember, it's just a day that fucking, who even made it up? I don't know, because Thanksgiving isn't even real. Let's be honest there. So there's no reason to be sad that you're not, like, you don't have a family or maybe you don't have somewhere to go on Thanksgiving, because it's just treat it like any other day. Fighting sadness around the holidays is really fucking hard. I think that, and I want people to understand that there are other options, you know? You don't have to do things the way that you've always done them. You don't have to do things the way that society tells you to do them. Like, you aren't alone if you just ask for help. I know it seems so cliche, like, ask for help and you should find it, but it really does be like that sometimes. Unpopular opinion, we're all fucking burdens. It doesn't matter how self-sufficient you are. Doesn't matter how independent. Like, the human race needs other people. A lot of people do not, like, ask for help or, you know, search for different avenues to make themselves feel not alone. It's because they don't want to burden people with their problems. But when you just accept the fact that we're all burdensome, every single one of us, it doesn't actually matter. Like, yeah, you might burden someone with your shit, but like, that's the trade-off, okay? But it doesn't matter if it's heavy for us to hold. So that idea of like, oh, I don't want to fucking burden anyone, it's a moot point. You're going to burden people, and guess what? People burden you. But it doesn't mean that, like, they're not going to help you hold your baggage and that you shouldn't at least try. You just have to meet yourself where you are, you know? Maybe you're not ready to face your family. Maybe you're not ready to tell your family, fuck off. Be kind to yourself this holiday season. Do what you need to do to get through, okay? Do healthy things. Reach out. Also, I want everyone to be reminded that there is tons of resources that I have put in the file section of the Unicorn page, okay? One, concealer will erase most of your makeup mistakes that you could. Second tip for Thanksgiving specifically is to wear stretchy pants and no white. And third tip this holiday season is stay strong in your boundaries. Like, if you're tired of being walked on and people saying mean things to you, and you know what, take this time to start standing up for yourself, or just walk away. We don't have to put up with the bullshit we did last year, okay? And that's the hardest fucking part, is to ask. But I promise you, once you start asking, doors will open. People will be there. Resources will exist. You just gotta ask, and you just gotta, like, look for it. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys have a lovely week, and you do something to pamper yourself, and you hang around people that actually love and support you, okay?